Hey, do you remember the tortoise and the hare? It's a story from Aesop, which is it's like a classic story that's been around for thousands of years. And the story, as I recall, is about a tortoise who moved really, really slow. And he wanted to race the hare who moved really fast. And a hare, obviously, is a rabbit. And if you were to think in paper, obviously, like any child would, the hare would always win. And when I thought about this story, I used to read it to my fourth graders when I was an elementary school teacher. And what's really powerful is not the fact about just sticking with it, but also I think it can apply to so many different attitudes and thought processes in today's life. Aesop was truly a genius, man. Like, it's interesting how he had so much wisdom in these little stories. And when I think about the tortoise and the hare, I think of motivation. You know, we can get so hyped up and ready for a workout or ready for a diet to lose this weight, and we're expecting it's going to only take 5 weeks or 10 weeks, and we will be there and it will be good and we'll be done. But when reality hits after week 2 and you've been denying things that you love, it actually ends up being a little bit harder than you thought. We can start any race and think that we got to sprint to get there and that it will take, no time lickety split. But the reality is it's a lot longer than it was expected to be. And the tortoise knew that that was the hare's character, right? In the story, the tortoise knew that the hare he showed off and he did a quick sprint, but he couldn't play the long game. And when it comes to becoming forever thin, I had the same realization. People say lose weight quick through the keto, through the paleo, through all of these different kind of weight loss plans. Oh yeah, all I have to do is just submit this for a short period of time. I'll get there. No big deal. But the truth of the matter is are you looking to just lose weight temporarily? Are you just wanting to look good for one event and that's be it? And then the rest of your life you're unhealthy and you're struggling with borderline diabetes or borderline high blood pressure or getting high cholesterol? Is that what the end goal is? Or what is the end goal when we do this lose weight fast kind of idea? And there's a scripture that I love. I always give out scriptures because there's so much wisdom too. Just like Aesop's fables, I see so much wisdom in the Bible too. And it talks about there not being hasty shortcuts. There are no hasty shortcuts, and it's a quick way to poverty. That doing hasty shortcuts actually will lead you to poverty faster. Trying to get rich, like get rich quick schemes. They don't work. Same thing in weight loss. Lose weight quick schemes do not work. And people will say, oh, I'm taking this fat burner. When you look at the ingredients and you research the ingredients, all it is an appetite suppressant. And an appetite suppressant is only going to work for somebody who doesn't struggle with eating even when they're not hungry. It only works for people who generally are pretty good about only eating when they're hungry. So even in the message behind all of these different options we have to lose weight quick, it actually may never work for some people. And when I look at, and this is what I want to share this with my clients and with people I come across on a daily basis, is what does it matter if it's for the rest of your life? Does it matter what diet it is if you know you're going to be thin for the rest of your life? Does it matter what kind of, program you're a part of as long as it lasts for the rest of your life? Does it matter that you lose 5 pounds in a month versus 15 in a month if in the end of the day you're trying to lose 70 pounds for the rest of your life? You know, when I first started losing weight after giving birth to my daughter, I lost weight super quick. And that's because I, gave birth to an 8-pound baby and a placenta and all this other stuff in there, right? So yeah, I lost weight quick in the first few weeks. But then after that, my weight started going down, and I look at my chart, and it's, like a definitely a huge downhill slope. And it has some days where it goes like cheeky up a little bit, back down, up a little bit down. And I struggle sometimes thinking, man, I only lost like a pound this week. But then I say, but it's a pound for the rest of your life. It's a pound gone for the rest of your life. And going back to the tortoise and the hare, the tortoise may not know how to sprint, but he knows how to walk for the rest of his life. And even looking at choosing a tortoise out of all the animals that move slowly, tortoises have a very long life on generally if they don't get run over by, a car or something. Especially in this time, there were no cars. So a tortoise lived like 100+ years sometimes. They had a very long life. And what does it matter if it's 5 pounds this month that you're going to lose out of the 50 you have total? It's like, if you know it's going to be gone for the rest of your life, does it matter if it's going to be gone next month or in a year from now? This is about the rest of your life. Weight loss is not about this momentary thing, and we've made it that. It's become a product. I need to lose weight quick for this Christmas party. I need to lose weight quick for this wedding I have to go to. It's about the rest of your life. And if you've done the studies, you live longer when you're in a healthy body weight. So what does it matter if it's this year or in 2 months you get to your goal weight? I'm talking to you now, and I still haven't reached my goal weight. I'm now at 55 pounds versus the last video, which was like, 45, 50. Now I'm at 55. It's pretty awesome. But then too, it's like, oh, but I'm only 55 pounds after 6 months. Well, I guess that's a pretty big deal when you think about it. But when we focus on just a few pounds at a time, what does it matter if it's the rest of your life? I hope that inspires you guys to think differently when it comes to weight loss, and that you see that this is not just about some momentary thing. This is about the rest of your life. Is the plan you're doing like filling you for the rest of your life? Can you imagine doing what you're doing to lose weight right now for the rest of your life? Do you enjoy it? Or do you find yourself struggling? Are you saying, you know what, this is hard and I don't like this. I'm not eating the foods that I love. I'm not eating the foods that I grew up with. I have to tell myself that those are bad foods and these are the good foods, and then the good foods don't even feel good in my body. If you're so frustrated beyond belief by now, and we're only at January 19th, they say most people quit their weight loss goal by like February 6th because of Super Bowl weekend. Definitely click the description box below and start learning how to become forever thin today.